podcast.
About time.
Hey, welcome, welcome into the company. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Hi.
Today is March 24th. It is Aries season. Birthday is in 2 weeks. That's right.
Aries season. Relax.
You know, every other birthday has a season, right? Like it's just
yeah. We didn't say shit about Capricorn season. None of that. Okay, got it.
Here we go with this.
Why is it? Why would there be hate for literally a calendar day?
Let's go. Let's bring it on. Pour it on. But anyway, today is March 24th at 10:06. You have now stepped into the room with the company. We hope everybody had an amazing week and an amazing month so far. Hope your year is going the way you wanted to go. I hope you're getting everything that you wanted to do done. And I hope you are. I am Red Raider, Robin Knight. No, we're not calling you that. And I hope you are sticking to your, there you go, Robin. Sticking to your New Year's resolutions that you probably set on January 1st. Tonight we got a few topics for you. Everybody come on in, have a seat, try to make you laugh and try to make you stick around for a little while. We got Izzo here, Evil Sosa still growing the beard. You got Nick down here
and some beard hold.
What the fuck is that?
See, he don't know about the product.
You don't know this yet.
Oh, bro, you ain't in there. Don't let me get all the product off the dresser.
And then we got
it's gonna take you a good 10 minutes, dog. What are you talking about?
Oh man, we gotta have a beard grooming class for my man Evil Sosa.
Hey, when we get up with Sosa tomorrow, we'll get him through all the products.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna bring you some balm. You bring him some balm. We're gonna have you shining. Your beard gonna be blowing in the wind.
That shit gonna be like $50 each, man. Fuck that.
Some hymns. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I hope we had a good time. First of all, a subject that me and Rich are kind of just gonna sit back and let y'all talk about. How the brackets looking, my niggas?
Like shit, my nigga.
Man, my shit busted second round.
Yeah, can't depend on Gonzaga for nothing.
Well, look who the fuck they've had in their history. John Stockton, anti-vax. Adam Morrison, bum.
So wait a minute. I heard you. Are we equating the not so intelligent with the word anti-vax now? Is that our term for stupid?
I mean, yeah, you can't.
We shouldn't do that, but people do it.
I'm doing it.
All right, just asking.
If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
I want to say, Gonzaga is the pretty girl who's always the bridesmaid, but makes bad dick decisions and never gets married.
Frauds.
Exactly. Wait.
I apologize to anybody who's not married and want to be married, and you are bad. You know what? But Gonzaga gets there, gets hyped up, looks good. The best players play the best basketball, but they always get curb stomped by a team they ain't got no business beating them.
Well, see, they got first round. Who was that got beat by the no-name team? Kentucky. So
it's madness.
March Madness is always
unpredictable. I see what you did there.
It's always been like that, man.
So y'all got the bracket challenge going on amongst yourselves and a few other people. And Rob said it's like the pretty girl with stank cooch. I'm putting that up there, Rob. You are
the ones to be on keto diet.
Damn it! So
Robin's. I know she was.
I can't even.
Else, oh my god! But it goes exactly for what Rob said. Like, what the fuck, Rob?
Yo, fam. Rob, just so you know, I be getting like text messages about some of your comments. Not in a bad way. People like, God damn, that was funny. Just so you know.
Hey, yeah. So our bracket challenge, fuck Marcus, fuck Desmond. Who else is on top?
Pause.
Oh shit, pause. Oh, damn. You're right.
Yeah, no, it's right. Possible.
Aaron's on top. Pause. I don't know.
Why did y'all say leading?
He's leading.
He's
leading.
Let's see, because I haven't looked at it. Yeah, I know y'all don't give a shit about our brackets, but damn it, it's our show. We're looking. I'm still in fourth.
Y'all left Rob out of the challenge? Oh, y'all grimy.
God damn it. How y'all?
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you're in next year. This was very last second, Rob.
It really was.
I'm in 4th. Sosa, you're not last. You're in 7th out of 10.
Hey,
Nick's 3rd, and
For now.
And where's Marcus?
Wasn't he at the top?
Oh, but he has one of the best points. He's number 9, but he actually has the best chance. One of the best, second best chance to win.
Yeah,
I have
wow.
Yeah, I don't have a good chance at all.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, good luck on your brackets, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where to go with that. But yeah, good luck with the brackets. Hope everything works out for you. And I hope you didn't bet too much money. Did y'all see that, Ghost? Just never mind.
$10.
So
$10. That's all it was. $10.
That's all.
Yeah. So in the world of everything else, we did have the Senate court hearings. Oh my God. For
You're taking the same side she did when Ted Cruz started asking her questions.
Yeah.
Can I start with the positive real quick?
Yes, we need the positive. Yes.
I talk a whole lot of shit about him because of Rosario, but
Hater.
the speech, yes, hater. But the speech that
yes, so I know you're going. Yes,
that was excellent.
That was very touching, and she needed that because I don't know if it was before or after all the bullshit. Regardless, she needed it to get ready for the bullshit.
Yeah,
or she needed it after the bullshit. Yeah. Either way, that was great words from him, and
that was from his soul saying that.
Very touching, very touching.
Because that shit's frustrating, and you know he goes through that shit every goddamn day. Fucking stupid. But it's those topics. So I want you to just tell us what the hearings were for, and we'll take it from there.
Do y'all have her name in front of you? Because
it's Jackson, right? Last name Jackson.
Yeah. Well, she was nominated by Joe Biden to be the
Supreme Court judge.
Yeah, Supreme Court judge. Sorry, I got sidetracked by Sosa. I didn't know what was going on. Court justice. So you of course have to have Senate hearings to, people to big up or refute her to be a justice. So pretty much they give her questions on different topics that are
racist.
There you go. "Quote unquote" hot button topics out there. So they talked about abortion and they talked about CRT, which is not taught in K through 12 anyway, but we try to act like it is, all those type of things. Sorry, I'm frustrated already. Somebody take over.
Yeah. So
Rich, we need you.
No, I'm just saying, like the purpose of these confirmation hearings is basically supposed to be like a job interview. That's the idea of what these are supposed to be.
They turn into a spectacle for themselves to shine.
This has basically become an opportunity to campaign yourself for 2024. Well, I mean, now, I don't know. I don't know about you, but it seems like, and I think I posted this in the group chat, that one of the Republican senators, I think it was Senator, is it Sass? I think he's from Nebraska.
Yeah, the Republican senator.
Yeah, Republican, mind you, Republican senator. So just to make this clear, he basically said he's like, having cameras during these congressional hearings has almost turned this into like some sort of like photo op instead of it actually being about what the person's record is and what he or she is able to actually do. Now
Ted Cruz sitting right here.
Ted Cruz literally sitting right behind him.
Mind you, Ted Cruz is a Republican and this guy's Republican as well. But he's tired of it.
Right. He's sitting right beside Pano, mugging for the camera, and he was literally mugging. So I don't know about y'all, but see, we got Ted Cruz up there, and there's Ted Cruz, but I think the most vitriol question came from him. But an honorable mention goes to Lindsey Graham as well.
Lindsey Graham.
Oh, that bitch ass nigga always involved.
Nasty ass motherfucker.
So it's insane that the vitriol that was expressed for her, and yet remember, Mr. I Like Beer. They were like saying that we were asking way too many questions about his record that were pertinent to what he actually was able to do. Now, of course, they did try to say things about some of the sentencing that she did for certain cases, specifically one with child pornography.
Yep.
But then
which is valid.
which is valid. But the thing is that they were trying to find her to sentence her on something that even though the prosecution might have demanded a heavier sentence, the statute only allowed for but so much. So
why would she break the law to do more?
Exactly.
And
not to mention other judges would do similar sentences, but they weren't as scrutinized as.
And if you think about
it, we forgot to say she was a black woman. Did we say that?
Well,
I mean,
for anybody doesn't know if they're not following.
But listen, if you think about it, Trump fucks kids, so they didn't really want to harbor too much in that because then
I'm not turning my camera off on it. Nope. Hey, but real quick,
anybody real super fast, just before you start. But what he's saying, if anybody watched that Jeffrey Epstein doc on Netflix, Jesus Christ. That fills in everything that Brian's saying. But go ahead, Sosa. I just want to make sure we got that out there.
The funny thing is, they're asking her about why she came to the sentencing, like what she did, and she spit back. Well, these are the guidelines set forth by Congress.
Fuck off.
Right.
I mean, what the fuck? And the second thing is, of course, they're racist. Don't get me wrong, but they're still mad about us. I mean, not us, but the Democrats grilling fucking Kavanaugh. So they're like, well, we're gonna take this chance. It's not just that you're racist too, but they're like they combine both reasons.
It just comes off differently with you doing it to a black female.
Oh
it
man.
Just, well,
they're afraid. They're afraid of brown women. Like that's just a given. We've been saying that for years.
And she stood her ground too. She's like, okay.
I'm gonna say here's the thing that I think is the most clear about all of it is that they had to go through the most absurd line of questioning for her because they had nothing on her.
The most absurd question I heard, the most absurd line of question I heard was actually from Lindsey Graham about what's your religion?
That's not illegal. Well, it pretty much is. It's
a legal question, but
that has no grounds to even be brought up in that. If she worshipped the devil, she's allowed to have that job.
Look at Rob's that he's 100% right.
Yes, because they finessed to make sure he didn't get a role. And now he's Attorney General, right?
He ain't doing shit, but yeah.
And you notice that all the things that they've been saying on and off of these Senate hearings with what was going on at the hearings and with conservative radio, nobody said that she's not qualified. Now
they can't.
They can't.
Right. Thank you, Rich.
They can't.
We don't want no niggas up there. We just want clearance.
She has every box checked, regardless if she's black or a woman. She has every box checked that you could possibly have checked for this position.
Her resume.
It's almost like, all right. So I hate to bring this person into the fold, but let's honestly think about, because you were talking about like qualifications and having someone be qualified for a position. As weird as it may sound, on paper, Hillary Clinton might be the only person who might have been qualified to be president.
Yeah, but she's a bitch.
I didn't say
it doesn't matter though.
I'm Who's just saying that if you look at on paper,
I mean, I voted for the bitch. I know. I'm just
on
saying.
paper, on paper, like when we look at it, like, and that's where we're getting into, like, you have to have these simple ad hominem attacks to be able to say, well, this person isn't able to do the job. Well, it's like, well, what's your benchmark here? Because if it's based around if you're looking at on paper what the person can do, then that's one thing. Likability and all the other stuff that certainly plays into a factor, and how they conduct themselves is one thing. But if we're looking at it to Brian's point, on paper, she might be the most qualified person to be a Supreme Court judge that's probably entered into that space easily. I mean, Ivy League, public defender, actually has run over circuit court. It's like all of the Court of Appeals, right? It's like all the boxes she checks.
And she was a clerk with the Supreme Court, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So she deserves a lifetime seat there, and that's a lifetime seat. Go ahead.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I am highly against lifetime seats. I think that's just one of the things that the Constitution has been changed in 25 times. I think we need to add that. Term limits all across the board, but you know that's here nor there. But yeah, do I think she deserves a shot at? Absolutely. Like if we're looking at if it's the president's right to be able to put someone up in office for that role, and he's supposed to bring a qualified candidate to that role. I mean, he kind of did that. She just happens to be black.
Yeah.
What else we got?
That's it. But the lines of questioning, the thing about the CRT shit was just the dumbest line of fucking questioning.
Man,
what?
What is wrong with that dude? I just want to know.
He misses
wrong with the
time.
rest of them.
He just likes the camera, but when he parades in front of the camera, it doesn't do anything to prop him up. It just makes him
No. Did you see that? I think I posted the story, but did you see that they actually saw that he was, as soon as he had that exchange, he was checking his mentions on Twitter?
Oh yeah,
No,
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's all I need to know about him.
That's
It's not a clout game, dog. Like legit, your job affects people's everyday lives.
But
Like,
he
it's
is
not a clout
looking.
game.
But he doesn't care about that. He is
I know
looking for
he's a piece of
2024.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
2024 is all he cares about.
Dude,
You
nobody's
gotta wonder.
voting for him. He
gotta
barely won
wonder.
against Beta, who came out of nowhere.
Man.
You gotta wonder how many does he ever get tired of hearing "fuck you, Ted Cruz"
Mhm.
when he walks down the street? Like, I would just, damn. Nobody likes me. Nobody.
Because when the senator in your own party basically calls out your BS while you're sitting right beside him,
After
tired
what
of
you
seeing your
asked,
fucking
after your
face.
line of questioning, because he said that right after his line of questioning.
right after.
Yeah.
They're tired of
It's
seeing
like,
your
bro.
fucking face and your what do we say? Tomfoolery. They're tired of it. They're tired of that parade. And it's like,
No, he
man,
said
we here to do
he
a
said
job.
jackassery.
Jackassery.
I love that.
Jackassery.
Jackassery. I love that. That's beautiful.
And then Josh Hawley, he's a pussy.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
Who's
either.
that? I didn't get to see everything, but who's that?
I didn't see his whole thing.
I forgot what he said because there was so much after that. But him and Blackwell, I think she's from Idaho or some shit. She's where nobody cares.
Fuck you, Nick. That's disrespectful.
Oh,
And this is how Trump got in office. Those flyover states got his ass in office.
Yeah, well, no one cares about. Like, I don't know.
Exactly. They got him in office, though.
before Lady Sassy and Cruz said some shit, Holly and Blackwell said something, and I forgot what they said because, goddamn, it was just, I don't know.
Gum's not on that committee. It's just Lindsay out of this state on that committee.
Yeah, he's not on there.
Oh,
not.
okay.
He wouldn't have said nothing anyway.
And for people in the chat, Gums is Tim Scott, our fake black senator.
Uncle Tim.
Uncle Tim. Y'all got Uncle Tim, aka Uncle Tom. Y'all know the vibes.
Can't call that man Gums.
Why?
Gums, Uncle Tim, Soft Shoe. Which one you want?
He got gum disease.
I'm sorry, man. Hey, I told Marcus in the chat, like I got family members who have been in the same room as him. He don't look for us. He don't check for us. He don't check for us at all. So I ain't gonna say fuck him, but you know the vibes.
Izzo, what do you mean? Is he of darker complexion?
He about as dark as I am. He probably about the same complexion as you, but he ain't checking for none of us.
Oh man, I thought we looked out for each other.
We in this group, I know we do. We brothers, but the rest, he ain't like that. Nah.
He invited you to the cookout.
God damn it.
Hell no.
There
He's
you go,
probably
Rob.
trying to bring mayonnaise sandwiches to the cookout. That's him.
Damn.
With raisin bread.
Oh my god.
He found a way to get the raisins in there through the bread.
Because you know you don't season his food.
Hell no.
Raisin bread is, first of all, raisin bread is delicious, motherfuckers.
You only eat raisin bread at breakfast. That's it.
Yeah, but a mayonnaise sandwich with raisin bread, though.
I don't eat mayonnaise, so fuck that sandwich altogether.
However, I will say,
Oh, no.
you know, I'll be honest. Mayonnaise has been one of the best ways to sear food that I've used in a long time.
Correct. You put me on it, and I've done it. Yes. It's
Don't
actually
sleep on it,
legit,
Nick.
guys. It's legit.
I'm snoring.
Instead of buttering the bread, put some mayonnaise on it. It's a good consistency.
That's
He's
what
not
Chick-fil-A
lying.
does, I'm sure.
He ain't lying.
I don't have butter on the bread. I have
Look at Brian.
Somebody will have to do that for me.
I'm telling you, man. You don't sleep on it, man. Like Like if you want to,
I don't like
think
the
about
look
it.
at
It's
mayonnaise.
one of those things where even in all honesty, like if you have a piece of chicken that you want to sear real well and you season it, coat it in mayonnaise, get your take your seasoning, throw it all in, mix it together with the mayonnaise, coat it, put it on the pan. You don't have to oil it because there's fats in the mayonnaise. Sear it up, brown just right.
Can't do it. I can't look at it. I hate when I'm at a table and I got a burger and the waiter come and put that little cup of mayonnaise on the table and it shakes.
I'm with you, Brian.
I'm
with you.
Get it.
I'm with you, Brian. Cosign.
Shut up, man.
I'm telling you, like, do not knock it till you try it. I promise you, you will change your life. I swear to you. I will not steer you wrong.
Did you not say we're not serious wrong?
I said steer you wrong. I said steer you wrong is what I meant.
Oh,
sorry,
I messed with you.
My apologies.
You got you.
But anyway, we hope that she has an amazing career and she just
Absolutely.
Because she's gonna get confirmed. It's just
that was my next thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that positive? That's more or less guaranteed.
Yeah.
Washington would flip over right now if they didn't, especially in these times, especially what we went through with George Floyd and stuff like that. The thing is, you're gonna have obstructionists, but they know better right now. That's all I got.
Even if it is, because the thing about the Democrats have a simple majority, and they have not changed that rule.
Yeah, and I'm sure some are going to try to look good for their constituents, knowing that they probably didn't win by wide margins in their states. I'm sure they'll do the right thing.
Right. I already know Manchin and Sinema ain't gonna vote for her, so we already know that.
The people who are racist that say they're not racist are saying it's because she's black and this is kind of an affirmative action thing, and they're not going to vote her in. So,
but
those are the people.
2 words. Two words.
Go ahead,
2
Rich.
words. Clarence Thomas.
With his bag of his sack of potatoes at the house. But
so if anyone wants to bring up that opposition, that it's an affirmative action entry, he was kind of that bridge there too. It just happened to be under a Republican president.
His wife is
he's against affirmative action, so he can fuck off.
Right. Isn't that crazy? That blows my mind. He is like Uncle Tim ain't got shit on Clarence.
Nothing. And I hate to talk about people, but he's like one of the few people where like you have never seen him smile. Like even in his like official judicial photo, it's just like, yo, bro, like why is this like
because he mad you sleep next to a sack of potatoes.
Samuel Jackson Django.
She a sack of potatoes. She a taupe beanbag. She's just trash.
For anyone still watching, search Clarence Thomas wife.
God damn.
See how you feel.
See, I ain't even going. See, I don't go with no one's wife. I'm gonna stick with him. Stay with him. Stay in the pocket.
I'm here for the jokes and the enlightenment.
No. Stay in the pocket, man.
Hey, we're educating.
I believe that man's family out of this. He's enough right there by himself. We're good. That's all you need.
Damn.
This Sosa rubbing off on me. Sorry, guys.
Sosa is in a.
I have been behaving.
Sosa is in a dry season, and he's still influencing people negatively. It's evil Sosa.
Oh, you got
down. Stop it.
What is that?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Views as expressed here on the community company.
They got kids together.
I'm still trying to call
that's
this
why
for
he
the
got
community.
married to her.
Stop it. Leave him alone.
Okay, I'm gonna leave the kids. I can't do the kids.
I'm leaving.
No, he got nothing to do with the kids. That's the why he married her. That's all.
I mean,
hey man, you know what? I mean, everybody has a thing.
Yeah,
that's whatever that thing is. I don't want to know, but
that was a trade-off. It was like if you want this seat, you're gonna in the future you're gonna either have to marry a beautiful white woman.
No, I'm pro interracial marriage. It's just everybody got to look cute to me. That's all.
No, I knew what you meant.
Oh, okay. I'm just making sure I'm not that guy.
Oh no.
What cookout? They're not invited.
Imagine going to those cookouts. They're called hoedowns.
Yes.
Shut up.
Couldn't even let camera on that long, man. Come on.
You're fucking dumb, dude.
This is gone left.
Izzo is on one right now. You apologize for I apologize for not Sosa. See, I'm so used to doing it. I apologize for Izzo's behavior tonight.
I've been behaving this whole time since March 2nd.
That's when you know we're going to hell, when Sosa's behaving.
Jesus.
Maybe we already there and don't know it.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby.
It's the inverse universe.
Oh God! I'm hot.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, hey, prayers and thoughts and prayers to all the people in Texas that went through the storms last week, man. Those things ripped through Texas.
Oh,
hey,
I don't know if
I
y'all saw.
actually don't know about this. Real quick.
Yeah, there's random ass tornadoes hit Texas. There's a video.
I didn't know.
Oh,
that.
damn.
There's a video of a tornado just like ripping across the street. Takes this Chevy truck, turns it on its side, spins it around.
Oh, yeah.
Pops it back up on all four wheels, and then the people in it drive off.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Okay.
Not sticking around.
That was that was recent. Yeah, if it's already there, man.
Ooh, what Rob said is
Yeah,
no.
He saw what Rob posted.
Yeah, I see it. You want me to? Should I post? Yep.
No.
Fuck yeah.
You said it. Smells like mothballs and sour chitlins.
Oh my God.
Someone should tell Cruz he doesn't. He probably doesn't know. Yeah, because he wasn't there.
I mean,
but yeah. So them storms ripped through Texas. Apparently, there's some real fucking weird weather going on all over the fucking country.
The earthquake in Taiwan. The tornadoes up and down the Midwest. Spain got flooded. Well, what the fuck is going on, man?
It's like the day after tomorrow.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hey, I'm just saying. You brought it up.
Yeah, but I wasn't trying to go like.
Oh,
you're right.
So now,
you're right. I'll take it back.
There is a slight obsession, but you got to admit there is a slight obsession with like American filmmakers and apocalyptic movies.
Yeah, it's weird to me.
Yeah, so there's like Day After Tomorrow, Armageddon. I wasn't the Day After Tomorrow one where New York froze over.
Yes.
I never saw it.
Was that 2012?
No, that was the day.
No, that was Day After Tomorrow. You're right. Yeah.
What was this last one that came out? Geostorm.
Metro.
Shut up.
He said storm. He said storm.
Mute that dude right now.
Rich got out Geostorm.
I mean, but that's the name of the movie.
It's not.
It's not. It is.
I thought it was Geostorm.
I thought it wasn't even a movie. I'm dead serious.
Wait, what's the name of the movie now? I'm confused.
I did have a Geostorm.
I know.
So we're not gonna talk
Yeah,
shit
no,
about
Geostorm came out in 2017 with Gerard Butler.
That shit was not called Geostorm.
Yeah, it was. There was a movie called. It came out in 2017 , but yeah.
What song was that where they said "Hopped out of
Moonfall is the most recent.
That was Busta Rhymes had to be.
Busta Rhymes. I thought it was like a Jeep. It was like a Cherry Jeep Pathfinder. Isn't it? Not a Nissan Pathfinder. He said in the song a long time ago. That was Leaders of the New School. Sir, you were around for that. Relax.
He did talk about the Honda Prelude.
So he talked about a lot of cars.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I know Saab's story. He talked about a Pathfinder.
I used to want a Prelude so bad.
They were actually legit.
They need to bring that car back.
If I did get it, it probably would still be going by now.
Geo Tracker.
Shit, those things tipped over.
I remember those.
The Trackers and the Ninjas were out at the same time, and I think people stopped driving them because they tipped over.
Well, yeah, because they're fucking dumb. It's cruising. It's not. You're not supposed to be fucking speeding. Fucking dumbass.
So
I'm the only one that can fit in any one of those right now.
But that's all you saw at Freaknik 96.
Yeah, because you could just open up the back and people be hanging out of it. That was a cool whip at the time.
You know what's sad though, and this is a sign of the times and a sign that we're getting older. I've seen quite a few people talking about their children in school, in middle school, and high school doing 2000s parties.
Man,
like,
don't. Yeah.
Like
I'm upset about that.
We would do like 70s parties and shit in school. They're doing like shit. Yeah. So we are an era That is.
But what's
trippy.
weird is they're dressing a lot like us from back then, which is weird. I'm like, nigga, it ain't much different.
Mm-hmm. I did.
Right.
All I did see was a bunch of basketball jerseys. Like I think that's all they think we wore back in the 90s.
And we didn't really start
2000s.
wearing those like crazy until the early 2000s.
All right,
Exactly.
so
Yeah.
it's funny you say that because it's like every generation has an impression of what the other generation did. So think about the 80s, right? Everybody thinks it's like
Right.
neon and shit, but it was a whole bunch of brown in the 80s.
Neon,
like
a lot
that.
of times was the early 90s more so than
It was late 80s, early 90s.
early
Yeah, right.
yeah.
But people think that the 80s was all full of like synth wave and
And I'm like, nah. That synth wave actually window was not very long.
right.
It's just lasted a long time. Like
Right.
for us, it's nostalgia though.
What happened was they made hits with the synth wave, and that's what made it seem like it lasted a lot longer than it should have.
But think
Correct.
about disco. Disco's only like between like 73, 74, maybe it start really like 75 to like 79. It was dead.
Thank God, because I hate
Like,
disco.
think about it. Think about 4 years ago, it's 2018 to now. Like, disco was this short, but created so much in that time.
So you're saying like 20 years from now, we'll be like mumble rap didn't last as long as y'all thought it did.
It already proven they can't.
forever,
They don't sell out like their own venues. They got to be a bunch of them together to sell. Like they ain't
There's
doing
got
well,
to be
bro.
like 15 dudes. to
They ain't
get half-
doing well. They
half the
think they
ticket
are,
sales.
but them kids ain't got no money to go to their shows.
It really feels like it lasted a long time, though. I'm with Brian on that.
No, mumble rap has lasted a long time, but it's drill. Drill is what's drill adjacent is popular now, and it's not good. Chicago,
You know
should have
it-
kept drill to themselves.
Drill.
And then that's like showing how old I am, because I actually had to fucking Google what the fuck drill was, because they're trying to outlaw a version of hip hop. Like they're trying to say you can't.
Oh
say
yeah, New
drill
York.
hip-hop
That dude's
anymore.
just jumping on a hype train right now.
Yeah.
That
Huh?
was it Eric Meadows, that mayor, I forgot his name,
Huh?
but you don't know what he's talking about?
Oh, the one who just dropped the vaccine mandate? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's jumping on a hype train because drill ain't causing that. They say he's trying to pass the blame so he doesn't look bad on them. Like, nah, New York, people been outside in New York and robbing people, just like in other big cities. In Atlanta and LA, it's bad right now.
They outlaw music because crime is a thing. Okay. Sorry. I'm not. I mean,
That's
like, how do you find a correlation like that? Like
the
with
music. Yes.
like this music came out. all of a
Music
sudden-
mirrors society. Society is first, then the music comes. That's
Right.
how it works.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you're like literally trying to establish a correlation that
Yes.
exists only because thing happened.
But there is a method to it. You say the music is causing black folk to do shit, that therefore you're saying black folk are mindless and they follow a beat. So you get to tell everybody that we're just like mindless zombies going around waiting for somebody to tell us what to do. It all
sounds like
follows.
Republicans.
I mean,
It all-
they've been doing that all. They've been attacking hip hop for decades at this point. So I'm not surprised.
I'm as soon as you said that, it's like it reminds me of the '90s when Bill Clinton had that task force talking about video game violence and had a thing for like Guilty Gear, the fighting game. And it was
Yeah,
just
I remember that.
Mhm.
Fucking
right, just like have we gotten to a point where we accept that it's like media is it? Sure, maybe it can influence, but like to say that it's causing that.
no. You're full of shit.
Hmm.
Maxine Waters.
Media mirrors society. Society becomes before the media, but yet they just want to pass the blame when they don't want to solve the problem.
Bling.
Well, I mean, they're always looking for there has to be a causality to something. So if they can't pinpoint it, then they find the closest thing. So it was probably going on. They were like, "Oh, how can we get people to stop killing each other?" And somebody drove by playing Snoop, and they're like, blame Snoop.
Or
But yet
video
Snoop-
games.
But yet Snoop's
Yeah.
probably the most popular rapper of all time in theory, just based on he's on everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Never mind that your parenting skills suck. You want to blame something else.
Thank you. Did
Right.
Charles Barkley say he's not a role model?
He sure did.
And people were mad about that, but it's like
Because he was telling you to raise your kids. That's all he was trying to say. I ain't
Right.
here to raise your kids. You're here to raise your kids. Oops.
that ain't on me, dog. We good.
Well, see, we understand how hard it is to parent the kids when you got so many people crying that their kids had to stay home for so long during the pandemic.
Look, it's not my fault you don't like kids. That's what I wish the teachers would start saying.
Oh, but you
stop raising dickheads, and maybe they'll be better.
He's not wrong.
Nah, not going to argue with him. So the topic that Izzo did have on the show sheet, get back to our topic. So Izzo did have a topic on the show sheet. Did you want to explain what you were talking about there, buddy?
Oh, just something that came to mind because we've been talking about so many shows that we're watching. So what I suggested to ask everybody, are we in the best era of television right now? Or which era was the best, or what eras were among the best? We could discuss it. Just because I feel like every time I turn around, like it's a good show come out, we find a great show to binge. We're reminiscing about shows that maybe just went off. And when I say era, let's say like 2015, 2016, and now, somewhere in that era. Like, are we in the best era? And if not, what best eras of television shows? Well, it could be drama, it could be comedy, it could be regular television series, it could be anything. I think this is strong, but I don't know if it's the best.
I think what's confusing me is we have a lot of quality shows, but there's also quantity of shows. Like every streaming service has something.
Correct.
So in the 80s, we only had fucking 3 channels, maybe 4 at the most.
Yeah.
So I don't know, like.
And I never had that, so I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, but what shows were there on cable? Like there really wasn't TV shows on cable though.
There wasn't. Like syndicated shows didn't start until like maybe the early 90s, those bigger shows, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
Only cartoons were more syndicated than talk shows were.
Right.
Well, the only thing I would say about this current era, which is not, it's good though, I would agree. A lot of it, I don't know how much to quantify, but it's based on reboots, a decent bit of them. So you could say, you could piggyback how the originality. So
I would say for me, the best time in TV, I'm gonna say 92 to 97 because that's the whole Martin era. And they took so many chances.
What shows are in there?
Well, let's say you got Martin, you got Bill Cosby was still on. I think Cosby Show.
That was his last year. Yeah,
that's last
year. 92?
Yeah. 92 was last year.
Oh well,
you said different world though.
Because
you
had a different world. You had Hanging with Mr. Cooper. You had all these shows where
TGIF in general.
Yeah, and you had all these shows where they had these black shows where it wasn't stereotypical because they were still trying to uplift people and they were still showing us in different career paths and different family situations where everything was still positive and upbeat and you could have fun with the family. So I think that was a more progressive time, early 90s, late 90s. For black shows, and I enjoyed watching TV more.
You didn't quick. You didn't watch other shows other than black shows. That ain't me being funny about.
Oh yeah, I did. I I watched Full House and Perfect Strangers.
Perfect Strangers. I like Perfect Strangers.
Yeah,
I fuck with Perfect Strangers.
I watched Cheers and all those shows and Married with Children and all that, but they weren't trying to bottle anybody into a specific sort of lifestyle or a certain way of living. It was just like it showed families in situations and they made comedies out of them. And now it feels like every time, there you go. But now it feels like every time there's a black show that comes out, if like Tyler Perry brings out a show with some stereotypical loud black woman on it, and it's just a broken family, and it's just outrageously cartoonish, and I don't know. It's something's lost now, and it's like we've going backwards with black sitcoms.
I turned my screen off to agree with you on that, Brian. Just because you said Tyler Perry, that was not. I agree with you.
Oh, I got you. I feel it.
Yeah, just for the record.
So to answer Izzo's question, in both parts, right? So you said, "Is this the best era of TV?" No, I can honestly say no. And I think to Sosa's point, in the reality of it is that you got so much content out there that to cut through all that noise, you're spending a ton of time just trying to figure out what is actually good. a lot of it also, to be perfectly honest, is built because the algorithm says that it should be. Like there is less content that is genuinely being created because it is an honest attempt to either have social commentary, something about personal experience, anything related to just the human condition. Instead, it's like, well, this, market trends to do this thing, so we need to do this thing. And also that the point's been brought up, it's like it's a building off of another type of work, and it's influenced by that. So no, I don't think it is. I think there is a ton of great content in the same way. Like you have, people who have found stardom, because they might have started a YouTube channel and then have transitioned to be able to make their own productions to carry something forward, like the creators of Insecure and Abbott Elementary, right?
Oh, love those.
But
so, Brian, did you watch the season of Insecure last season?
Keep going, Rich. Finish your thought.
So to that point, I don't think that, I honestly don't think that it is. I'm also kind of going to agree with Brian here that I think that the late 80s, early 90s period of TV is probably some of the best stuff that we had, because I think the people who were writing the shows were not necessarily trying to say something, but it was like a more earnest attempt to get at how the world actually works and frame it in such a way where it was digestible by a number of people. Like, even if you think about, for example, Brian, you brought up Married with Children. I mean, that is a show about a true blue collar white man living with a bunch of kids who ain't rich and got nothing really going on, except he's got his family to worry about, and he just sells shoes. Mm-hmm. And he's living his glory days because he peaked in high school.
I forget about that part.
I mean, to be honest, and that's what that show was about, but it showed about how to be a family, even though it wasn't the perfect operating condition of a family. You knew that he loved his children. You knew that he loved his wife. He loved his dog. It's like you knew all of those things, but that something like that couldn't be made now, because let's say, for example, even when it comes to shows that are out now, right, that are even reboots, like there has to be some serious edge or take, or it has to be some forced social commentary thrown into it, and that's not necessary. And I just don't think it's necessary. I think you can tell a story about the human experience without having someone literally say, "Please understand this thing." You don't need that.
Everybody's family isn't going through all this turmoil. Like, they redid the Fresh Prince, and I was watching something.
That's the one.
I love that.
It was like, hey, Fresh Prince is a good show, but they were like, but Uncle Phil wasn't a corrupt politician. Carlton wasn't on drugs. Hillary wasn't a hoe, and Hillary was a hoe, but she wasn't whatever she's doing on the show.
She's not a hoe on this show at all.
I don't know what she's doing on it. I hadn't watched it, but they were like, they made everybody have
media
these
person.
Oh, okay, they made everybody have these.
She really likes girls.
There you go.
Wait,
yeah, they made everybody.
Ashley being a lesbian.
Oh, I mean, is that far from like reality for now though?
It's not, but they are trying to. Go ahead, Rich.
What I was going to say, it seems like there is a checkbox to be able to do these things.
Okay, thank you, Rich.
I think that it's more of, because I think you can, because you don't have to necessarily have like a character. Like, for example, there have been gay characters in TV shows. It's just that for whatever reason now it seems like that becomes a focal point about the entire person. Like, I'm just going to be honest with you. In anything that we have watched or seen, like, the sexual orientation of a character doesn't necessarily have to be like an overt part of their personality.
Because normally for anybody it's not.
I mean, like, for example, it's just who you are. But now it's become like it has to be thrown on top of the person as just letting you know, by the way, that I do this thing, or this is what I like.
God damn it.
But you make a good way of saying it.
I wish they would do more with her character.
They're doing check-offs.
They haven't done much with her at all.
Yeah,
it's
you're checking the box.
They haven't done much with her character yet.
I forgot she's on the show. They about to pull a Judy on her.
I feel like she was even on last episode.
They about to Judy her. She's gonna go up. She's gonna go to the upper room.
I think they could do a lot with her character. They haven't done much yet.
I mean, just I mean, I do like Bel Air, so I'm not nitpicking about that. But like
Sure.
one thing I liked about the original show was Will and Ashley's dynamic.
Yes, they had a
And
great dynamic. Like they were the
and-
tightest in the house. Like
Yes.
they were tight.
And
They were
like
tighter
this
than
non-existent in
everybody
the show.
was. That is a good point. I didn't think about that.
but that's again, that's the
She
problem
looked
with
up
doing
the
a
Will
reboot.
big time.
Like,
Yes.
like we have an expectation
Forgot about that.
of how a thing is supposed to go, and if they change that, it's like, well, it's not like the other thing. So it doesn't necessarily mean that quote unquote it's bad, but then at the same time, it's like,
Right.
well, you could have just made a whole nother
It's,
show.
it's it's like a fine line because you don't want it to be a complete carbon copy of the original show.
Right.
You want it to be a little bit different, but I guess there's certain things that you might be more attached to, and it's like, okay.
Right.
I have an unpopular opinion. It's spoiler for anybody who cares, who watches. I'm sorry, but with like Carlton, a lot of people I've looked online. A lot of people hate the way Carlton is, but if you put somebody who would be the person who pretty much hangs with the white kids and kind of they're the big center of attention at their school, and somebody comes, I think he would act like that and still do drugs. I think that's very accurate. That's just my opinion.
No, I don't.
Because if he hangs with those kids, and when I went to high school with a lot of white kids, they were out here, bro. Us black kids were like, "Oh my god, y'all do this?" That's how it was. If we didn't hang with them, we were like, "Whoa!" You know, you go to a little party after like a football game, you're like, "Oh my god, what are y'all doing?" And if he hanging with them, he's doing it too. That's why that's very accurate to me.
But he's definitely, I think, to me at least, he's the star of the show. Like he's got the most. He's got the biggest character arc. He's very dynamic. There's a lot of depth with him.
Yeah, he's like here and then here. And
yes,
here.
And
he's nailing it every time.
It's a testament to the actor. I don't know his
Correct.
name.
He's nailing.
He's a really good actor.
Yes, he is.
Because I mean, you could hate him, and then next thing you know, you kind of sympathize for him a little bit. It's just he goes.
Yeah, you can see it on his face in a lot of episodes.
He's a really good actor. Yeah,
he's a really good actor.
So
what about y'all eras? Mm-hmm. Your era, Sosa.
Oh, well, you know I missed the whole 90s, so shit. I can't even talk about that.
And y'all wondering why Sosa missed the 90s. He was in these streets.
You said, not me.
Why y'all did that?
I'm gonna shut up.
You can't see our face.
It means y'all laughing because y'all know the truth.
I really couldn't tell you. Based off of what you guys are saying, though, you see a lot of the topics or concepts bleeding through into movies too. So I don't know, man. Who's to say? Because
talk it out. We got time.
I don't know. I really couldn't
Pull the
tell you.
Celeron kick in.
I really couldn't tell you because I like shows from different eras though. Like I like Taxi. That was in the 70s.
I've watched it, but that's not my show at all.
Right. Well, right.
Mm-hmm.
Even Married with Children, I watched it up until, obviously like 89.
It went to like 97, right?
Did it?
It went a long time. I was in late middle school and it was still on.
Yeah,
damn,
it had a run.
He hated his family the whole time.
But he loved them though.
While you talking, I'm gonna look that up. I'm pretty sure it went that late.
I randomly remember seeing a couple episodes of Rock.
97.
Rock was tits.
Yes.
Boy, Clifton Powell's role on that show, nigga.
And that's
Johnson, I don't remember him.
It was good.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, he was on a trash man. A trash man.
I don't remember him.
Yeah.
But like I randomly saw some things.
Yeah, June of 87 and 97.
Okay. I randomly saw some things to Brian's point that this was uplifting. Didn't the WB have some shit where
WB?
Other than that part. Other than that part.
For anybody who wants to go back to like 2018 when in our archive where Brian sung like the frog.
That was terrible.
Oh shit!
Because wasn't Steve Harvey on that? Wasn't Steve Harvey on during that
Steve
time?
Harvey. I remember Nick Frino, Wayne's brothers.
Nick Frino. Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nick Frino. That dude died, by the way.
Yeah, aka White Mike.
What the hell?
Yeah, White Mike.
from the Waynes.
Nick Freno, licensed teacher. He used to be on the Wayans Brothers.
Oh
very
shit!
beginning.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
White Mike.
Wow.
Jamie
Sister,
Foxx.
sister was on there eventually.
Sister was on there at first.
No, it was on ABC at
there.
first.
ABC
It's on TGIF and then came. Yeah.
I couldn't tell you what's my favorite.
Brothers in Outer
What's
Space.
that? What's the show? Had
Stop it, Brian. Stop
the
it.
guy that ended up on Entourage, and the girl, the Nikki Cox girl was on the show too. What was that show? Where Bobcat Goldthwait was the little rabbit or whatever. Happily ever after.
Something like that. Yeah.
Unhappily ever after.
Yeah. I got a list here. You had the Wayans brothers, Parenthood, Steve Harvey, whoever the fuck Felicity was.
I didn't like that show.
You remember Felicity?
Sister. I didn't watch that shit.
Dawson's Creek. I don't want to wait.
I'm damn sure didn't watch that shit.
Smart Guy, Jamie
Smart
Foxx
Guy.
show. Baby's Kids had a cartoon for one season.
I don't remember that, fam.
I don't know nothing
I
about
don't
that.
remember that.
Yeah, that's Dawson's Creek, Seventh Heaven, Sabrina, Charm.
Seventh Heaven went for a long time.
It did.
Like the little girl became grown. Like in the last, I said, wait a minute.
She actually was from Charleston too.
Oh, the
She was born. Yeah, the
was
little
that
one.
Ruthie? That what
Yep.
her name was? Yeah, I remember her.
Welcome back.
Whoa.
I don't know what's about to happen.
I started thinking about the WB frog.
Niggas. Rich, what's your favorite era?
I can't believe
No, I already
that
told you. I was,
happened.
I'm with Brian, to be honest.
You know what mine is? Mine actually is more recent. Like this era rivals a lot for me because there's so much, but it's like almost too much because I can't keep up.
That's
no,
what
that
I'm
wasn't-
Mine
I'm
would
sorry.
probably be between about 08 and 15 when I started watching a lot of shows. Like I went back and watched like Friday Night Lights show. I really like
I could see that.
Breaking Bad. I got into Mad Men. I was watching *Halt and Catch Fire*. That used to be on AMC. It wasn't super popular. *Sopranos* would have been towards the end of that. Would have been the
98.
beginning of that era. Like it was a lot. It was a lot. I used to watch The Game, like shit like that. It was a lot in that era to me. Like I
When you
felt like
say the game, you mean the UPN version?
whatever that shit was. CW.
Oh, CW,
it was
yeah.
not BET. BET
Yeah, okay.
shitted on that shit.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
They came back out with this shit?
It's back out again now. I got rebooted on
shit.
Paramount Plus.
Are you
Is it
serious?
reboot
Is
or
it out or is
continuation?
going to be out?
I think it's a continuation, actually.
That was the continuation because
I haven't watched it. I just BET.
Yeah, because
just
old boy
ruined that.
from Insecure was on there those last couple of seasons with Lauren London.
Yep,
Him and Lauren
that's right.
London were an item on that show.
Yep.
Hey, that
BET
wasn't
just-
that wasn't a Baby's Kid cartoon. It was Wayne Head. Remember Marlon
Oh,
Wayans
Wayne
had his own
Head.
cartoon.
I remember Wayne Head. I
Yeah,
remember
okay.
Wayne Head.
Was Girlfriends was on WB Girlfriends? Is that UPN?
BT?
UPN, and then they were on the first season of CW, and I think that was their last year.
Okay.
Or
Okay,
one of their
I had a
last
question.
year.
I had a question.
Yeah.
Are y'all watching like Abbott Elementary?
Yes, I watched. I'm up
Did
to
you-
date.
I haven't watched
Yeah.
the most
The
recent
last
episode.
I
episode?
haven't watched it.
You
I haven't seen the most recent one.
Hold up. I'm not.
Yeah, one
Did
episode.
it come out? Tell me
Yesterday.
briefly what happened in it. then
Oh
I'll
no,
know.
it was like yesterday. It came out like yesterday.
Came out
it was
yesterday.
But tell me what
Oh, no,
was
no,
on
no,
it.
no.
Oh, the student teacher night.
Yes, I'm caught up.
No,
So
Yeah,
you're
I
caught
haven't
up.
Did
No,
you
I didn't watch
Williams
I didn't
on
watch
there?
it until it came out
you
last
see
night.
William?
Yes, Sosa, you said it.
Yeah.
Sosa,
William,
you said
wait.
it.
William
Wait.
looks like he's in pain.
You said it. Remember, he was just hospitalized for a while. I think he had to have done that right
Wait,
after.
no, I haven't
he
watched
got
the
back.
last episode.
Oh, I thought that was you that said that. Didn't you say William was on there?
No,
Was
I
that
didn't.
you?
I ain't watched it yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I haven't
thought that
seen
was
this.
you.
No,
I
that
haven't
was
seen
me.
this week's episode yet.
Okay,
Oh
well,
yeah,
I'll see it.
that was a good
I'll see it.
episode.
But
Don't get me in trouble with Chicky. We watched that shit together.
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
that
I
means
don't
what?
know. It's just something about like
I'll fucking-
TV now is just like I don't know any sitcoms other than Abbott Elementary and maybe a couple others that I can watch and enjoy. Like I'll watch.
Wonder Years is okay, pretty good.
I need to start
Yeah.
watching that again.
Wonder Years
It's-
is pretty good. I
I
like
need to
it.
get back. It's pretty good. But to
I always
Brian's
forget
point,
about it.
I can't think of the last sitcom I've not watched Abbott Elementary, so I don't know anything about that show. But I've not watched a
man,
sitcom
I was
probably
big on
since the
Fresh-
90s.
You never go back and watch Fresh Off the Boat.
Oh, that's
I
right.
can tell you too.
I think you'd like that because you're the same age as the main character would have been at the time, in the same grade and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
You would have been like 7th grade. He was in the same grade we were at the same time.
Okay.
Based on your year. Yep.
I'm trying to think. I think there's 2 that I really got into recently that were. I mean, I discovered them while streaming, but in all honesty, like there's technically sitcoms, right? One would be Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, that's solid. That's
Schitt's
really
Creek is really, really good. And then the other is New Girl.
Oh yeah, you put me on New Girl. New Girl's solid, but I need to start it from the beginning.
And what's crazy, New Girl is crazy, and I think this just gets back to where it's like there's like not this need to have social commentary. And the thing that I know, and it sounds like this shouldn't be impressive, but it was, is the fact that the pilot episode had Damon Wayans Jr. on it. And then he left, brought another black character in, kept him all the way through to like the 4th season, and then said, "Oh, we're gonna bring the Wayans back in here," and kept through the rest of the show. And somehow neither one of them fell into the Negro trope, or like was a stereotype throughout the. I mean, hell, Winston became a cop, so it's like. That show for me is like the example of like how you could do a situational comedy with different types of people and still make the story work, all the way through. The only season that sucked, to be honest, was the one with Megan Fox on it, and that was because Zooey Deschanel was pregnant. But
Megan Fox was on the show. Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
that's that. And it wasn't. I say sucks. It wasn't terrible, but it was like clearly, it's like
she's a shitty actress.
They had to act around her.
Oh, okay. She is not good.
Yeah,
she was.
When she got replaced on that movie, I actually didn't care. I was one of the few that didn't care on a Transformers. That show where ooh, you sound like a Transformer.
Okay, do it again.
So you're breaking up.
Your internet glitch.
Hey man, drop the AOL.
Say it again, Sosa.
I think I'm. Brian put us onto a show, but I was drunk. It was they bring a random, not a random, but they bring an actor on and they ad lib around him, or he has to ad lib.
Oh. What? Me and Izzo was watching that over here. What was the name of that shit? It was on Netflix, right?
Murderville.
Was it Marshawn Lynch?
Murderville, yeah.
Murderville. No, it's Murderville.
Oh, that's the Marshawn Lynch episode had me crying.
Hey, I told someone to say if you watch the first episode, the one with Conan O'Brien, you watch that episode. If you don't like that episode, you are not gonna like the rest of the show. Like,
Conan's great because Conan's a great like comedy writer. And what's funny is he actually did very well in it, like to ad lib. I was like, damn, Conan.
I really like this shit. Yeah,
I will say that I think the worst episode is the one with Sharon Stone. And the only reason why I would say, and I say worst, and I put that in quotes, is because she did so well with the ad-libbing part to where it's almost you think it's scripted.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that means you can't have an amazing actress on there because it's like,
Yeah. She did so well to where like she played along with everything and didn't break once. Yeah, he did. He actually did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. I still remember like that was like 91, 92-ish. He did before he got on NBC.
Yep.
The Simpsons is still running. I realize that.
Dog, The Simpsons started when I was in 1st grade.
And
I am 39 years old. That shit don't see it. That's what's hard for me to watch. I'm like, you can't still be
Tracy Ullman. The Tracy Ullman show is what you.
That's where it started off. And they looked archaic on that show.
Oh hell yeah. And it is still running. And I don't think they're even talking about stopping it. Like
at this point, it was just like, we just got this money allotted for y'all. It is what it is.
Are you Googling Tracy Ullman is Sosa?
I know Tracy Ullman is like, shit, I wish I had stock in this.
Yeah.
I just never thought that she was funny, but That's just
Speaking
weird.
of people who look like
it was
that, where's
90s funny,
Janine
80s
Garofalo?
funny. Who?
You remember Janine Garofalo used to be in
I think
everything in
she
the late 90s? I
Got
heard of
stuck
her
in the
forever.
90s. I think she's still in the 90s.
See? Yeah.
The
good
90s
point.
ended and she just didn't. She couldn't move past. She's stuck in that time. She's in
Hey,
the
let's
90s.
talk about real quick what
Rob
Rob.
Maury. Yep.
Yep, that is actually big news this
Yeah,
week.
man.
30 seasons.
Yeah,
Yep.
Maury Povich show just got canceled after 30 years. It's been going since like 91, 92, bro.
I feel you. Yeah, man.
Not
are
the
not the
father.
The fuck? I would miss it.
Well, I used to watch the hell out of that show. That shit used to come on at like 10 to 10:30 on WLTX around here.
Mhm.
Oh, I used to watch that. Oh,
But it was a show for every man that just wanted one win to watch. Because
But not every man always won. So
that's
I
what
mean,
I'm saying. But it was like we watched it to wait and see. It was like, oh, please don't let it be his. And if it wasn't, we celebrated with that nigga. Yes.
Hey, one of the worst feelings. Well, not for me, but you watch it and he's like one girl. She's adamant. This is the guy, the father. And it's like and this is like the third or fourth time she's been on the show.
Oh yeah. I was like, why are you
And
coming?
then she runs off.
Use a hoe.
The guy.
I pray it wasn't a train.
He's tapping everybody in the crowd. Yeah.
I pray it wasn't a
I'm
train.
like, how
That's
you
all I
fuck
said.
like 8 dudes in a week? Like, how do you
Hey,
not know around that
you
same
know, sex
time?
work.
I'm like, ma'am, I hope you got paid for that. Because if you didn't, that's really a worse problem.
And then she swear it'd be like, so do you know? Do you think you know who it is? Yes, I know who it is now.
This time I'm sure.
No.
Nah,
Not the
she got to
father.
narrow down the 4 of the other dudes. What?
And then the next nigga come up there, oh, I was a
Exactly,
mailman. I
Rob.
never even met this chick. I don't even know how that could have happened.
And
So,
I got
yeah.
a question. Did Maury
Yes.
take over for Springer?
No, Springer is.
no,
is he
Springer was
still
the one
on?
thing. No, I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
okay. I'm about to look it
Springer
up.
has a judge show.
That got canceled.
Oh, that got
Oh,
canceled.
did it get canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. I'm sorry, no, that's hate.
Well, people forget
That's
he used
hate.
to be a mayor of the Natty.
Cincinnati. Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Wait, what?
So,
You never knew that?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
Mayor of
Today
Cincinnati.
is a day worth living. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that.
Anytime, Rich. Anytime.
Hey, so,
Yeah.
so they
You
ran.
knew that.
So Springer and Maury were on around the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about all the
Same
shows
party.
that Maury. Think about all the
It went
shows
to
that Maury
2018.
outlasted. Like Maury outlasted fucking Sally Jesse Raphael, Geraldo.
Donahue.
Ooh,
Ricky
Donahue.
Lake.
Yeah. What was the girl name?
Jenny Jones.
The fat girl.
Ricky Lake.
You should-
Ricky Lake.
Rolanda.
I'm sorry.
You remember Rolanda? The black
Yep,
chick?
Rolanda. Yeah.
She
Who?
wasn't fat.
You remember Rolanda? That show?
No.
No.
The
I'm
Vibe
sorry.
show. Magic Hour.
God
Keenan Ivory
damn.
Williams.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, what's
Yeah, I
the
remember
what's his
Do you
name?
remember when
Black
Arsenio
dude.
Hall had a reboot? Arsenio
And it
Hall?
wasn't bad. It's they
Yeah.
just didn't. I don't know why it didn't keep
It
going.
was a bad
wasn't
channel.
bad.
It was a bad channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
in
just
order
on a
for
bad
his show-
channel?
Yeah, in
Yeah,
order for
'cause
his
the
show to
original
last,
was on
it would've had
Fox.
to be on.
Yeah, it was syndicated. And it was
Yeah.
weird to do a syndicated late show. That isn't a thing right now.
Mhm. Montel Jordan, that's his name.
Montel Williams.
Montel Williams.
Montel Williams. Shit, I forgot it. Yeah, Montel Williams.
Oh,
I'm sorry. He was annoying as
I
fuck.
mess
to
with
me.
you, Brian.
He was annoying.
Yeah,
as hell to
man.
me.
He
I
want
didn't
to
like
care
him.
about everything,
Yeah, he's annoying. He was annoying.
He did cry a lot. on that, though.
dude.
Montel's all right.
I didn't like him. I'm sorry.
Nah.
He does infomercials now.
I mean, let that man flourish. You know, we all got to
Go ahead,
get
what were
paid.
you about to
What
say?
is
Rich?
Leon Warwick?
I wasn't gonna say anything. Just I was like, hey, he's all right. He's
Oh, I
he's
thought
all
you
right.
said
It wasn't bad. I just didn't like his show. It was annoying. That's all.
I'm not watching that shit. Donahue.
Yeah. So anybody got any shotgun
Problem.
topics? Anything they want to get off their chest? Anything that's going on?
As a University of South Carolina alum, real quick, I would like to put forth a motion to fire Ray Tanner.
Whoa.
I just want to put that out in the atmosphere to live on the internet forever.
I second that.
Big suit.
That's all. Big suit bastard. Fire him now. That's it.
Damn.
That's all I got.
Okay.
That's it.
Wait, what?
So,
You just want Ray Tanner fired. Sorry, Ray. You'll never
Yeah,
be
he
on our
just
show.
hey, my thing is if I get paid that much to do a job in a suit that doesn't fit, I'm gonna do the job. That's all.
Well, hold on a second. Wait.
Oh no, it actually doesn't have much with Paris. It's the search. He fumbles everything. That's all. It's not necessarily a coach. It's the search.
Fucking dick
That's
fingers.
all. Our baseball coach sucks. The search sucks. He sucks. He can go suck in the unemployment line. There you go.
Whoa!
Yeah, I didn't know where that was going just now. That
Yeah, I
whole
was like,
Hey, yeah.
Oh, y'all thought I was going past that?
yeah.
Suck.
Oh no.
No.
In real life, I'm not telling the dude to do that because you invite a dude to your penis, you gotta fight him. So there you go.
No.
You will
You
not
didn't
do
have-
this. Not today.
Let's
Wow.
see. He offered Miller $2 million more than Xavier.
I want to know where this money coming from.
Tuition.
But yet
Right.
we still paying you know who.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Wait,
That's
who?
The champ.
Wait, where's that button at? There it
There.
is. Okay.
Oh yeah. Ugh.
Yep.
Sorry,
I
I
don't know
can't
if
stand
I
that
wanna know
motherfucker.
I'm gonna just leave this right here for a moment.
We might as well have Reebok as a damn as a apparel, whatever fuck you want to call it. Cause man, none of those kids want to wear Under Armour. Fuck out of here, bro. And that dude signed a 10-year deal.
Wait, when is that deal done?
2026.
Holy shit!
You never sign a deal that long. It should have been 5 years at max, and then you re-up.
He almost gave him a lifetime deal.
Within a year and a half, 2 years, that deal was already like outdated, and everybody was getting paid more per year from Under
Holy
Armour
shit!
because he's a fucking idiot. So there
Wow.
you go. That's all I got, guys.
They must have gave him
I'll be
something
good.
on the
I'll
back
be quiet
end.
the rest of the show. Probably did. Sorry.
Anybody got anything else they want to get off their chest?
I got one thing, and I hate to bring the
Okay.
mood down, but I think everybody knows that I lost my dog.
Oh,
this
I got
weekend.
you.
Well, I lost my dog on Monday. She was unfortunately we found out she had cancer last week, and yeah, right. So then, we had to unfortunately make the decision to put her down on Monday because she got really really sick, and it was just like it was no other way to couldn't watch, to be honest, what that was. But I will say this is like being a pet owner. Someone asked me whether or not I would do it again, and I would say absolutely, because even though yes, that was the hardest thing I've ever had to do, I will say that Stella made my heart grow a couple sizes bigger. So at the end of the day, yes, absolutely. And there's something to be said about, being able to care for something for that long and then them to be gone, because you go from forgetting that you have a dog to forgetting that you don't. So, so yeah, it was definitely it was hard, but
Rob can ruin the mood. God, Rob.
Hey, Rob, I love you, bro, but fuck you right.
Rich just speak from the heart. Rob gonna fuck it up.
Yeah, but just
ahead,
but anyway, man, that's all I had to say. It was
Sorry about your loss, bro.
Yeah,
man.
We've been through it.
Yeah, she Stella was, in the truest sense, she was a rescue. Like I don't know how many of y'all have ever like been to like a pet shelter, but if the dog has been there for 8 months,
yeah,
Stella was there for 8 months. She was probably about 5 when we got her, and we had her for 9 years. So and Stella was and my mother-in-law reminded me, she's like, the dog that that you had at the end is not the dog that you came home with, because Stella was skittish about everything. But by the time she got up here, she was just the reality, and I tell people this all the time, is that Stella sucked as a dog. Like, she wouldn't want to do anything, she wouldn't play, nothing. But as a companion, as just your little person to kind of just be there around and be there for comfort, she was always there. So yeah, it was a great experience, and yeah. So if anyone has any thoughts about pet ownership, I absolutely recommend it.
To piggyback off that, go to the shelter. Oh, excuse me. Go to the shelter instead of the breeders.
Thank you. Hands down, I will never, ever, 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 ever go to a breeder.
Why is that? Just out of curiosity.
The ethical implications of it, because I mean, yeah, you get the dog that you want, right? But there are so many animals that, in all honesty, that need that care.
Like, think about it. Stella was in the shelter for 8 months, like,
and which is also in, just to be perfectly honest with you, because Stella was a black dog, that actually made a difference.
Oh.
Because for whatever reason, people don't like adopting black
dogs, black cats.
What? Are you serious? I never.
I'm
knew that,
dead
bro.
serious. There are studies that show that black dogs have I think about a 25 to 30% longer shelter time than most other animals.
It's sad.
Yep.
But
so yeah, didn't intend to come home with Stella, but we did. So
Yeah.
Okay. Pets Inc. That's where I got my dogs.
Yeah. That's actually where we got Stella from, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. But all right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight on The Company. You've all been great, for the ones who participated and the ones who listened. And I have a black cat. I will fight over her Harambe cat. All right.
Wait, did you say you named your cat Harambe?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, where did this come from? Got it. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Harambe.
Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. You've been amazing. We'll holler at you next week. Peace.
I'm not singing.
Izzo,
Nope.